Hello all, welcome back. In today's video, let's try to understand one of the stock for portfolio. So when I say it is for portfolio, it's for basically the long term. And the stock name is Thermex. So why we are preferring this for the long term? Let's have a quick look about its technicals and fundamentals as well, right? So if I just go for monthly chart, so this Thermex has been corrected decent enough from its all-time high of 5,850, right? And now I'm just trying to understand it is a breaking a resistant line on the monthly chart. Also, if you just watch it carefully, you can just draw the support where it is reversing from. Like this is the point where it is reversing from, right? So this is the support zone where I'm trying to understand that the stock is trying to reverse back. And technically, if I just go for weekly chart, you can see it much better, right? You can also understand the resistance support within this video if you watch it more carefully. If I just say like this is the resistance, and when this resistance has broken, this became a support here, right? So this is the support, and now the stock went all the way till 5,850, and now it was trying to take the support at the same spot, so which gives us a bit more confidence because we are coming down from monthly chart to daily chart, weekly chart, whatsoever it is. But the longer the time frame, the more comfort you get to take the trade. So basically, in terms of support, we are at good level, and in terms of breakout, we are also at good level. Now it's time to check for other indicators if there are any you are watching. The only concern for me right now is like 200-day moving average. So you could see the black line, right? So this black line is 200-day moving average. Also, I just wanted to plot volume, how it is. Let us see. Yeah. So in terms of volume, we are on weekly chart. It's just trying to show up some volume, though you could see these are all doji candles. If you know the terminology of candlesticks, so these are all called doji candles. So doji candles are those like where the price was not able to decide which side it should be moving. So right now it is forming some almost like 5 to 6 weeks. It form a zone here, and then it has given a good bullish candle for this week. So this make me to pick Thermex for the long term considering the technicals. If I just drop down to daily chart, so there you could see the real volumes. If I just a bit zoom in here, you could see a bit more clarity in terms of volumes. So these were the volumes which I'm talking about. So yeah, I don't know, like volumes anyhow, it's not zooming, but I think it was considerably good in terms of volume too. And now coming to targets and stop losses. So initially, if you are looking it for short term, of course, like you can just, I mean, if you are a short term trader, I would say just wait for some retracement. If it retraces still at this level, then it is the right time to entry somewhere around 300, 3,090 around. And you can just keep this as a stop loss. 2980, I would say 2980 you can just keep as a stop loss. But then for long term investors, I would suggest like you can keep 2680 as a stop loss, and further targets you can look for somewhere around first target of 4000 or 3950 if I wanted to be more precise. So this is my first target. In case if this target has been broken, I should definitely look for 4990, which is almost 5000. But yeah, I would say you should be able to book some profits in case if you are seeing the movement in stock. If I just calculate the risk reward ratio with the stop loss pointing at 262 or 27 2690, let us assume. So for our first target, it will be somewhere around 1.7. So that is a fair enough risk reward ratio. And for the second target, it was really decent, I would say. Somewhere around we're getting 4 risk reward, which is around 60% from the place where you've been entering into this stock. Now this is all about the technicals. Now let's go into the fundamentals of stock and let's try to understand what are the positives as well as the negatives of this particular stock. Now, looking at the market cap, 37,556 crore, this gives a sort of comfort for you because this is not a small cap. So this is a, I would say, like mid cap to large cap. So then you obviously get the comfort when the stock has been corrected for almost, you know, 50, 60, I would say, yeah, 60 to 70% whatsoever it is. So market cap of 37,000 crores is good in order to take the entries. You get the comfort because it's not a small cap. And one negative thing which I would say is stock PE. So stock PE is 58, but industry PE is 35. But considering the technicals, I would definitely show the interest to get invested into this stock. Also, there was a slight reduction on FII holding, but I don't think so. This is a major concern. Let's see why it was not a major concern. Because if I just go to the shareholding patterns, FIs are already holding 13.44 in the last quarter, in the September quarter, and there is some reduction. But you could see DIs are buying some part of that, so which is a really good sign. So it's not going into the weak hands; it's just moving from strong hands to strong hands. So though you could say like 5.16 has been moved to 5.35, but was not significant. And just imagine with the public is just having 5%, so there is a lot more potential in terms of upside. But again, like stop loss is something which protect us if it is not going as per our plan. Also, if I just wanted to show you the stock CAGR, so it's 16% for 10 years, so which is decent enough considering minus 5% for the last 1 year. The stock hasn't delivered any return for the last 1 year. Actually, it returned minus 5%, which is a negative return, because of which your 10-year CAGR is showing still 16%, which is decent enough. That's why I have termed it as a portfolio stock or a long-term investment. Considering your operating profits was going nice, like it was showing some uptick, and operating profit margins it was maintaining steadily. Again, this is something you may see fumble in P&L or balance sheet for some time, but as we are holding with stop loss, I don't see a big good challenge in terms like if the stock hasn't really given any kind of good results. So we are not just keeping it whatever it is. So we have some risk management technique here. So I think that is fair enough, right? So considering all these fundamentals and considering the technicals of the stock, I would definitely recommend Termex for the long-term investment. And please note, I'm not a SEBI registered investor. This is just my analysis. So before making any investments, so please do your own research. Please do follow our channel for more and more interesting videos like this. Thank you so much for watching. Jai Hind.